I'm just farmer rancher, but specializing in potatoes. It's family tradition and something I enjoy and trying to make better, and that's what we do. The russet was real big, in the 80s and 90s, and then the reds have made a comeback, and now it's the yellows, and now it's the purples and the fingerlings and all the different kinds of potatoes. I got to know Creighton Miller, Dr. Miller, he's with Texas A&M, and then he had his potato varietal development program, and so about 25 years ago or more, I started putting a plot out for him to do that, and he uses about 10 acres. They plant hundreds of varieties, and we're looking for the new and better potato.
The Barretts were the real leaders in the industry, and I asked if it'd be possible if I use some of their land to grow experimental potato plots on, and it all led from there. We developed some strains of a certain variety, and Bruce actually walked through the field and helped us select them, and these strains have ended up collectively in the top 3 of all the varieties grown in the United States. So the impact of their work and their resources and time has been felt across the nation.
Probably first met Bruce early in my college career. Bruce was an alumni from WT, and he's an alumni of my fraternity, and he contacted us one time when I was active in the school and said he wanted to host a tailgate before a football game, and really none of us knew what a tailgate was back in those days. And so he pulled up with a big cooker and the food and everything, and cooked for us, and that was the first time most of us had ever seen a tailgate.
Cliff, the one that runs the shed out here, he actually built us a trailer that was a tailgating pit, barbecue pit, and so we took it to Canyon. I don't even remember when that was. It had to be late 80s or early 90s, and I don't even know if we knew it was tailgating. We just kind of having a picnic before the game. So
I think Bruce and Steve sometime will leave right after work, and they may drive 200 or 300 or 400 miles and go to a WT athletic event, and when it's over, turn around and drive back home. And that's some true dedication.
Just going back and being part of it and seeing old friends, and just the excitement of the games. And like I said, I go to all the sports. There's not one that I'm going, oh, this is the only one I want to go see. We spend lots of time here with the potatoes, and so football season's always been fun because it's usually the end of potato season.
Bruce and Cindy do not go out and brag about themselves. They just come up and do their work, and then they'll just quietly leave whenever it's over, and they don't expect anything out of it. It's really, what they feel like is in their heart to give, and that's the type of folks that they are.
Actually, she was at Amarillo College, and she was brought in when they handed out the bids, and I was part of the interfraternity council, and so we had to get somebody that was impartial, so to speak. When I called her for our first date, I had my roommate do it, so he actually did the talking. And we went to Olivia Newton-John that was held at the box.
He's that quiet servant that does things, and you want to really recognize those kind of people, and we have a lot of those at WT.
He just one of the finest men I've ever known. I've never really heard him knock people bad. He's community oriented and family oriented, and it's hard to beat. You picked a really good one.
It was fun, it was educational, I got a lot out of it, made great friends, and I think it's wonderful. And I think West Texas has been a hidden jewel for a long time, and I'm hoping maybe more people are discovering that.